So we're at one of the pages in the document called Scheduling for Senior Year. We're going to highlight some important pieces of it. So the first one is how many credits do you need to have as a senior? As a senior, you need to carry 7.5 credits during summer school. What that means is you will have a study hall during one of the semesters of the year unless you take something in the summer. Second, be sure to read everything carefully as most of your questions will be answered already in this process. Third, to learn about the courses that we offer, you can look at the curriculum guide that can be found under the academics link and then under the documents on that page. The curriculum guide will tell you the courses, what levels they're offered, as well as the prerequisites. That means the skills or classes you need to have taken already in order to take the next class. There are two important questions that should be guiding you through this selection process. First, what do you want to study in college or do for a career? Especially as senior year is beginning, you should be looking at courses that are going to help prepare you for your college major if you're already interested in one, or something that's going to be in your career path. If you have questions about either one of those, please see your counselor and he or she will be more than happy to help you with that. Second question is, are the classes you're going to take going to challenge you academically? While it's tempting to take some easier classes in senior year to make it a light workload, that's not the best approach because bad study habits in senior year become difficult to break when you go to college, and now you have to actually have good solid study habits to do college level work. So you want to take courses that are going to challenge you academically, that are going to put you in the best position forward to be successful in college. And the last piece is there is information at the very end about the Archdiocese of Chicago's Virtual Academy, which are online courses you can take in addition to the ones in the course catalog. One final key piece on this sheet is that to remember that all of us here at St. Patrick High School are here to help you do your very best in this process, so you please speak with your teachers, your counselor, or any administrator, and we will be happy to help you in making the best options that you have for next year. Now we're looking at your core course sheet. This is the one that began with all those numbers on the PDF that was attached to the email. The core course sheet lists your GPA. It lists your practice ACT scores from September as a way of referring to anything that you might need to know. And it also lists the required courses for senior year. So all seniors have certain courses they're going to need to take. Every senior will have a full year of British literature. Every senior will have a full year of mathematics. That could be pre-calculus, that could be modeling and statistics, that could be algebra 2, that could be the new college level math course. There are also a full year of religion classes which are broken up into Christian lifestyle and social justice. You have a half year of economics, which is your state requirement for consumer education. You have a half year of physical education, and you have a half year of government and civics class in order to fulfill that state requirement. You also are scheduled for a science course. The science course, though, is not required. That's strictly an elective. We'll talk about that momentarily. All told, most seniors will have at least 5.5 credits on their core course sheet. If you have a world language, your fourth year of a world language, you might already have 6.5 credits on your core placement sheet. That's okay. All told, you need to have 7.5 credits as a senior. You can follow the procedure as they're listed there. If you have any questions about those, see your teacher, see your counselor, or see me. Okay, now we're back to the other document, Scheduling for Senior Year document, to highlight some pieces that you need to know on this sheet. So again, this recaps the information that was already on your pre-selection card with the course that you need to take. Again, highlighting the fact that most of you will have a fourth year of a language on your course, and many students will take a full credit of a physics course, leading you to that 5.5 credits that were on there. So with 7.5 credits, typically seniors are given one study hall during the year. Your placement for your courses is already determined by your current teachers, so if you were in a college prep de la Salle course in American literature this year, more than likely you're going to continue being in the college prep de la Salle level British literature next year. And the same thing takes the place for the rest of the core courses. If you have any questions about why you were placed in a particular level, or you want to change levels, you need to see your current teacher about that, and he or she will guide you along in that process. Some of you have not been placed in a fourth year of a language because of your performance in the current third level. If that's a question or a concern that you have, talk to your current world language teacher about that right now. Point number 4, physics is an elective course. You do not have to have physics to graduate from St. Patrick High School. You have currently been scheduled for the recommended level of physics should you wish to take it. If you do not wish to take if you wish to take a science other than physics, please see the science department chairperson, Mrs. Ferenz, in room 300 and speak to her about those options and those choices. So options that you have, we're going to look at the senior elective course list in a moment. During the summer, you can take course number 2345, which is team sports, and that course meets from Monday, June 5th through Friday, June 23rd, 7:45 a.m. to 11:45, and that course meets Monday through Fridays. You can only miss 2 class days during that 3-week time period. So if you're planning on taking a vacation at the beginning or the end of that, and you're going to be missing 3, 4, 5 of those days, probably don't take that class next year. I'll show you how you can register for the summer team sports online in a moment. So to highlight again, what you'll have is if you take summer team sports, you'll have a study hall each semester, so you will not have any more than 2 study halls during the course of the year. So without team sports in the summer, you'll have 1 study hall. With team sports in the summer, you can have 2 study halls. Unless you want to book more classes, that's always up to you as well. You should make your course selections wisely. Once the course selection process is done by April 4th, we'll be getting a course list out to teachers. They'll be making checks of the prerequisites and other skills. If there's any questions or problems with that, they'll let me know, and then I'll be talking to you individually about that. And then they'll do sectioning. They'll be allocating the teachers and the staff of who will be teaching what classes next year. Therefore, there's not going to be a lot of flexibility to move courses around after that point in time. So again, make your selections wisely right now, because what you're going to be putting into the system will be those courses that you will be taking next year. If for some reason you need to be making a change in any way, shape, or form, you need to email me on those changes. And finally, if you have any questions or concerns, please see your counselor or see me. Okay, so this page starts to list the electives that are available to take in senior year. They're broken up by departments. You do not have to take a course in every department. You're only going to pick the courses that you wish to take. So these are the courses that we offer in our business studies program. We offer business management, sports and entertainment marketing, street law, business law, accounting, and incubator. Make sure that you're looking at any key things here, like business management is a Phoenix level course and street law is a Phoenix level course. Those courses have prerequisites of a GPA no greater than 2.5. So if your GPA is greater than 2.5, you will not be allowed to enroll in either one of those courses. In English, we're offering 3 electives that you can pick from. You can take English as a second language level 4. Those are for international students. If they've already been in level 3, you would take that level 4 if you wish to do so. You can also take journalism or yearbook. The fine arts, most of you, if not all of you, already have your fine arts requirements fulfilled. So you could take any of these strictly as your electives. Some key points with this. First off, you'll notice we don't have any honors listed for jazz band, for percussion, for concert band, or for chorus. That's okay. You're going to strictly list that you are interested in taking band or percussion or concert band or chorus, and Mr. Wojniko or Mr. O'Brien will make the honors placements later on. Secondly, theater appreciation and public speaking are PAC level classes. Those are courses that meet at the honors level, so you need to already have, college level. So those would be the course you could take through St. Mary's in order to get college credit through there. So you got to look at the prerequisites for those in order to decide if you could take those classes. Third, again, look at the prerequisites. So for example, you cannot take Graphic Design 3 unless you have taken Graphic Design 2. You cannot take Graphic Design 2 unless you've taken Graphic Design 1. So they build up in sequence. Same thing with art. You just can't decide you're going to take Art 3 without having taken Art 2 or Art 1. So be sure that you're signing up for the classes in the right sequence so that we don't have to chase you down and make any corrections to your schedules. For mathematics, we offer 3 classes next year. We're offering Introduction to Computer Science. We're offering Computer Science 2 for students who wish to continue learning more about computer programming. That will be a new course next year. And we're offering, actually this is 553, sorry, you just realized a typo here. I'll correct that on the sheet. That'll go out to you guys. But this is the PAC Probability and Stats course. So this is the college level probability and statistics course that you could take next year for 3 hours of college credit through St. Mary's. These are additional math courses. They don't take the place of your existing math course that you already have. Okay, to close out the elective sheet, here are science courses that we have offered next year. We have robotics, Next year, we're expanding and adding Robotics 2 for the students who have taken Robotics 1. PAC Human Anatomy and Physiology is returning. That's a study of the human body and its structure and its functions. That course is a college-level course that you could take through St. Mary's College for college credit. We're offering environmental science for one semester and space science for one semester. If you're interested in those, please see your science teachers and they can tell you more information about those classes. Within Social Studies, we have 4 core courses or 4 elective courses. History of Chicago, we have Sociology, and we have Psychology. Model UN is a course that teaches you about the structure, function, and inner workings of the United Nations, the world body that helps us settle disputes. With Model UN, there is a $200 deposit that will be applied to your tuition that will cover the cost of any conferences, or partially cover the cost of any conferences that may be scheduled throughout the year. If you have questions about Model UN and the costs that are involved, please see Mr. Eisen in room 208. Finally, the last thing on the sheet for electives or choices is the physical education piece. If you are going to be a varsity athlete next year, you have probably been scheduled for courses number 646, 647, 648, or 649. If that's not the case, you have a course on your schedule called 630 Junior Senior PE. Just like last year, that course is not a real course, so you need to pick one of these 4 classes to take the place of this 630. If you have 646, 647, 648, or 649, do not pick anything else from this list. With this, these 4 courses are simply replacements for the 630. They don't add to the courses that you already have. So again, most people are going to have probably 5.5 credits on their schedule sheet, which is great. If you pick team sports, you're still going to have 5.5 credits because all you're doing is just substituting the team sports for the unreal 630 course. Here's the summer enrichment opportunity, the team sports information down below. That again reinforces dates and times. Finally, we are in the process of negotiating with Lewis University to offer a college level course here during the school year entitled Introduction to Criminal Justice, but we need 2 things. First, we need to see what the level of interest is of St. Patrick High School students, and once we know that, then we need to check with Lewis to see if there's the ability of the professor to teach the course. Our goal would be to have the course probably taught twice a week here at St. Patrick High School during I period, possibly with some additional time, meaning about 20 minutes or so after the regular school day. When the class is not meeting, the students will report to study hall, and they can then leave study hall at the normal regular time at the end of the day. We're going to grant 3 hours of college credit through Lewis. There is an additional cost of $300 for the class. In order to enroll in the class, students will have a minimum GPA of 3.0 or have a 19 on their ACT. So again, I'll show you on the form where you can just show that you're gauging your interest on that. You will not count this as part of your required 7.5 credits. So we're just going right now, taking a survey, and if there's a level of interest, then I will be coming back to you in particular to talk about what class you may not want to take in order to be able to take the criminal justice course through Lewis. If you have any questions about the Lewis course, please come and talk to me. So now we're going to show how to access the course card, which you've done in the past. So by now you should be experts with this since you've done this 2 years now. So you're going to log into your portal account. You need to do that through a browser, meaning something like Safari or Chrome or Edge or something else there, not the app. So you cannot use the Student Plus app to access this. Also, this is through the student account, not through the parent account. So if the student is having a difficult logging into his Plus Portal account, please have him come and see me. So on the Plus Portals, you're going to see a link that says here, course request. We're going to click on that link and we'll see what that page looks like on the next screen. So here's the next page. You see the link that says Senior Elective Course Selections. So you're going to click on that and it's going to open up the actual form, which we will look at in a moment. So here we are on the form. Up above there's going to be your bright smiling face in a picture along with your name and some other information up at the top that you can read. And then it breaks it down by each department. So I've broken up the sheet by the elective departments and how they're scheduled. Again, you only pick the courses for which you're interested. You do not have to pick a course in each elective area. So if you have no interest in taking ELL4, journalism or yearbook, do not worry about marking anything in this area. The little circle with the exclamation point in it is to show you the information regarding the course. So it'll tell you the how many credits it's worth. It'll tell you what level, if it's College Prep Phoenix, College Prep De La Salle, or Honors Academy Scholar, or if it's a PAC level course. It'll also tell you the prerequisites, meaning the skills that you need or the grades you need to have to take the class. So again, here are your English electives. Here are your fine art electives. You could pick more than one in each area depending upon what you want to take next year. Okay, so very quickly jumping to this, these are the math courses. Again, pick those that you're interested in if you are interested in any. If not, skip the math. Same thing with science, pick those, or any of the social studies and business electives can come from that block. So here we're at the physical education selections. Again, this portion is only to select something and to take the place of 630. If you have 630, you need to pick one of these 4 classes. If you have 646, 647, 648, or 649, do not pick anything in this section. Just ignore it. And again, remember, these classes just replace 630, and they're not adding to anything. You can only have 1 PE class a year. If you want to sign up for the summer team sports, you'll click on this box and you'll be good to go with that. And if you have the interest of the Lewis University class, just click on that box and that will gauge your interest. Again, that doesn't mean that you're going to be picking that class next year. So, 3 bonds at the bottom. Cancel will clear any check marks that you made in anything else. So if you checked all 4 of the boxes for physical education and you realize that's a mistake, you can click cancel and it'll wipe that out. Save and revisit later. If you're filling out the form and you have questions about a course, you have questions about what the prerequisites are, and you want to talk to the teacher or the counselor or to me, you can save and revisit the form and come back to it and look at it later. The submit button is what locks the form. So once you have all of your classes picked, you know what you're going to do. You're going to press the submit button, and at that point in time, again, the form is locked. Once the form is locked, you cannot make any changes to it. If you do wish to make any changes based off of what you already sent me, please email me those changes and we'll see what we can do. Okay, we're in the tail end of the video coming up here, so just quickly about the Virtual Academy. We cannot offer all the courses that we would like to offer here at St. Patrick High School because of time or because of staffing needs, so we do offer the option of students going online and taking additional classes. So this would be through Keystone, and you can sign up for the various classes that we're going to see on the next couple of pages. So we offer courses that are called AP, which prepare students to take the Advanced Placement Test. Depending upon the score on your Advanced Placement Test, whether it usually be a 3 or a 4 or a 5 on a 5 scale, you may receive college credit at a particular university. We also offer courses that are strictly for enrichment, strictly for your own personal interest that we cannot offer during the day. So you can see that we have, I believe it's 6 AP courses. The first 3 are listed here. The next 3 will be listed on the next page. So these are the next 3 AP courses here. Each of the AP courses has a particular cost, and if there's a textbook that comes with it, there will be a charge to ship the textbook. That's all paid directly to Keystone. We also offer 2 enrichment courses, one on digital video production, which has the cost there, and we offer another one that we'll see on the next page. The final enrichment class is the game design, as you can see that description up above. So how do you register for the courses to the Virtual Academy? You follow these steps here. If you need any assistance with this process, please come and talk to me. Okay, so our last page here is final reminders. So just as a final reminder, you need to have 7.5 credits as a senior. With 7.5 credits, that means that you will have a study hall during the school year. You can go up to 8 credits as a senior, but that means that you will not have a study hall during the year unless you take the team sports in the summer. You can go to 8.5 credits as a senior if you take the team sports in the summer and load up a full load of classes in senior year without a study hall. That's up to you. Talk to your counselor, talk to me, or talk to your teachers if you have questions about that. Please remember to look at the prerequisites for the course so that you're making sure that you're taking the courses that you have the ability to take. It'll save everybody some time and energy and grief if you take the time to look at the prerequisites to know what classes you are and are not able to take based upon what your academic history in the past has been. The course selection process needs to be completed by Tuesday, April 4th. That way we can have it all finished and finalized before we leave for Easter break. Check your emails regularly. By regularly, I mean daily after you submit the forms, because if there are any questions, I will be emailing you about that. And again, finally, if you have any questions or need any help with this process, please see your counselor or see me at any point in time. We're more than willing to help you guide you through this process. If you have questions about classes, that's your teacher. If you have questions about helping you pick your classes, that could be your counselor, that could be me. Or if you have questions about the mechanisms of using the forms, please see your counselor or please see me. Again, good luck with this process. Take care and happy scheduling.